Okay, we are going to remove this old shower control valve, and we are going to install this new shower control valve, and this is a DANZE, D-A-N-Z-E valve. Okay, so we need to fire up the torch and pull the old stuff apart. And then clean up the pipes, then install the new valve. Okay. So here we go. I'm using MAP gas, it's a little hotter. Go. So we've got the old pipes apart, and now we will these ones here, we can just cut those out now that we've got room. So let's let the pipes cool down for a minute. I'm going to pause the camera here. I'm using my mini cutter, and I'm going to cut the 4 3/4 inch pipes now that I have space to be able to get through there. You have to come with an elbow over this way, up, and then back over to here, because the valve is too big for the pipes to fit up through there. So we're gonna open it up this way. And then we'll have the room to be able to do what we're going to do. So I have my little miniature tight location pipe cutter. I'm going to do most of this video in fast motion. You can see I'm using the small pipe cutter to cut the lower pipes down a little further to make room, so that what I'm going to do is bring some 3/4 elbows in, and I'm going to go out towards the yellow wall inside there at a 45-degree angle, and we're going to go out 5 inches and then up 8 and then back 5 inches to reconnect to the pipe above. And so if you keep watching what's going on here, let me explain what's going on. I've got some acid flux there that I am putting on the pipe and fittings. There is a multiple tool for roughing up the pipe, and it'll do inside of fittings, and it'll do the outside of the pipe. So before you solder anything, you have to rough it up with a wire brush, then brush acid flux on it. I prefer the acid flux. There is the water-based flux that does work too. I just prefer the acid flux. So I have had to cut a few, well actually I haven't cut anything yet. I'm setting up the 90-degree elbows in the four corners, pointing out the 90 degrees that I want to, or 45 degrees that I want. So now I'm going to cut the sections of pipe I need to extend out, and I believe they're all 5 inches long. So I've got a pipe cutter in my hand, and I am cutting and cutting and cutting. It takes a little bit of effort to cut these pieces of pipe. It's L-gauge copper pipe. It's a thicker, stronger walled pipe, and that's one of the things I wanted, is to make sure that I had a good, strong pipe in the house. And so what you see me doing right now is reaming the insides of the pieces of pipe that you cut. Whenever you cut a pipe with this cutting wheel, it's going to press in on the copper wall, and when it does break apart, you're going to have a little ridge of copper inside the pipe. So you want to take the little tool attached to the cutter and use it to ream or cut away that little bit of copper that is bent over to the inside of the pipe, because it is not good for flow of water. So you see I've got 4 pieces of pipe cut there now, and I think, no, I'm prepping them all right now. That little red tool is a 3/4 inch round wire brush for pipe. So I'm gonna rough up both edges of each piece of pipe that I just cut, and then I'm going to brush flux onto both ends and then put them into the 3/4 inch elbows that are already installed. So this is gonna go on here for a minute, but it's very important that you do prep work on the pipe, otherwise it may not solder correctly and you're going to have a leak. So the idea here is the new shower valve is wider, and it is wide enough that you can't just bring pipe up and connect into the valve. There's the framing is in the way. So what I'm going to do is bring the pipe kind of detour around that white blocking wood that you see there. That's actually Hardy-Backer spacer for positioning the valve, but we're gonna come out there and get that. So right now what I'm starting to do is measure I'm going to install a 3/4 T with a 1/2 inch side out, and that is going to come in through the side of the joist there, the wall stud, and I'm going to drill a hole there in a second, but I need to position that hole just right so that the shower valve will be at 48 inches high off the ground, and that the holes are in alignment with the side inlets on the valve itself. So now I am going to have to cut 4 more little pieces of pipe to go above and below the T into the 3/4 inch elbows that will connect and complete the bypass around the 2x4 mount. So there is the drill, and I'm just double checking the fit here again, positioning where the holes need to be drilled. So there we go. I'm going to drill the holes. The unknown mechanic is giving a push assist, and they're going to back drill from the other side because I can't quite get all the way in there, but also I need to kind of slot the hole so that there is a little bit of forward backward adjustment available once the valve is installed. and so that will let me get the valve positioned just right and not have any interference with the pipe going through the joist. So now you see I am just kind of test fitting the valve, and now I have to Alright, so here is what we have. We could not run these pipes straight up through here because the new valve is wide and there was no room for the pipes. So we had to bring the pipe back and up and back and up. And we did that on both sides. Okay, so we still have to do the tub, and we're going to do the hand spray. This is going to just like come up and over, and there'll be a hand spray connection here, and then the hand spray slide bar will mount on that stud. So anyway, yeah, it worked out really nicely. Everything is all nice shiny copper, last forever. And now what I have to do is take apart this and this. I'm going to solder that tube onto it, and then I will be able to solder up everything. Alright, let's get this thing cracking. And a good reason to solder those fittings and pipes together before installing them on the valve is that you are getting all the heat work done before you connect it to the valve, and that way you don't have to worry so much about damage to the valve from heat. If you look at the valve, you see I have the valve wrapped with a wet rag, and what that does is it will protect the valve from any heat getting to the parts of the valve that are susceptible to damage. So right now I just finished soldering that side. All those pipes are connected together, and I am taking another wet rag and wiping everything down, and that keeps everything clean, and it may help with hot solder joints where the hub of the fitting closes down on the pipe, because when you cool it down it shrinks. So it may or may not help the seal. Someone more knowledgeable would have to tell you about that. But anyway, I am going to continue soldering the other side here now. And one of the things that I have deal with Mitch is that whenever one of us is doing some solder work, if there's a leak, that person buys lunch. If there's no leak, the other person buys lunch. It's just kind of a little tradition that we've kept going all these years. So right now I'm just about done soldering all the pipes together, and I'll go over things again here with the wet rag and wipe it down. I've got, I'm using MAP gas. It's a little hotter than regular propane. It has some acetylene in it, so it burns hotter. Another thing that I should have mentioned earlier is when you are soldering, if you watch the flame on the fitting, you can see that when it gets hot, the flame will all of a sudden start to turn green, and that is your signal that it's hot enough to start soldering. So just keep in mind to start applying solder when the flame at the joint is green. So right now I am closing the valves, the test valves on the shower valve. There's a hot and cold shutoff built into the valve, and then I'm going to run down and turn on the water and give it a leak test. And when I turn the valve on, when I turn the water on, that will be it.
So these other pipes you can just make tomorrow. You got the bulk of it in now.
Yeah, this is the hard part.
Yeah.
And of course, there will be no leaks.
Okay, so you want me to scream?
Yeah. You gonna go down through there. The unknown mechanic will be giving assistance here.
Downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you leave the water on?
Yeah. So there you see the finished plumbing, and there are no leaks. I am touching my finger to the threaded joint and making sure that there's no water seeping out through there. Threaded joints are usually the weak link. But it was a good solution for the problem of the tight fit. Now I'm going to put the mud ring back on. That is a protective cover for it. And you see me holding the old valve there for comparison. But the mud ring snaps on, and then when you set that valve in the wall, you want to set it so that the outside edge of the mud ring is the same depth as the finished wall. Okay, so there you go. I'll do this on the phone. It has a light. Okay, so there you can see the new DANZE shower valve is installed now, and we have all L-gauge copper. You see the blue there. So this is where the shower control head will be for the rope, and the hose will just hang from there and go up to the pull for the hand spray unit holder. So we got our plumbing here. See how we came up and around so that we can make room for this larger valve. There is the cold water going in. So everything worked out very nicely, very happy with it, and very, very solid. Very solid. So all I got to do now is put in a board here and a board here to support the handheld unit, and then I will put the last piece of Duroc on. Okay, and it says my battery is too low. So, alright, let's get hopping. There is the tub spout. Here is the connector for the hose for the handset, and then the handset will hang in this area here. So the handset is roughly from here up to there. It'll work out very nicely. Okay, it is time to get out of here and get some dinner. I barbecued some chicken last night. The whole chicken on the barbecuer, charcoal, tasted so good. And we also did some tri-tip steaks, so it was kind of like a 2-for-1 barbecue. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, and tomorrow we'll have tile. So cool, things are moving along.